Most people misunderstood Michael because of the media and the other things they'd have out there about him.
It was a goal to destroy this man.
I mean, they will do anything to put him down, whether it's make up rumors, take him to court with lies.
Back then, it was like, what story can we make up about Michael Jackson?
So you can't believe everything you hear.
I've never believed that about Mike. I know him. I've been around him.
I have made no secret of my feelings, however unpopular. Michael Jackson is not guilty of these charges.
So gentle and so kind, and he's not a pedophile.
Before I would hurt a child, I would slit my wrists.
From Thriller nights to the Billie Jean light, moonwalking strong under spotlight so bright. Beat it plays and the crowd sings along. He taught the whole world the power of song. Smooth criminal groove, don't stop till you get enough. Rock with your moves.
So when we became friends, it was like in heaven, because this was Michael Jackson. He was so handsome to me. He was so handsome. You know, what young black girl didn't want to be with Michael Jackson or think that they were going to marry one of the Jackson Five? Every little black girl in America wanted to marry Jermaine, Tito, Randy, Jackie, and especially Michael.
I met Michael Jackson once briefly. I was so nervous, and I shook his hand, and he was very nice. I couldn't believe I was meeting him. I was just in love with Michael Jackson. He was just my husband in my head.
I have been a fan of Michael Jackson since I was a baby.
The Way You Make Me Feel, that's the song that I performed with him. It's one of my all-time favorite songs. I didn't really realize what had happened until I got off the stage, and I was like, I just performed with Michael Jackson, man.
He's like one of my children. When he started his career, I introduced them on their very first television show.
I was a super Michael Jackson fan. Super fan. You don't even know how many Michael Jackson impersonator contests I won growing up to see him in concert.
He is the least weird man I've ever known. He is highly intelligent, intuitive, understanding, generous.
The most important things to being successful is listening and being a good person to work with, easy to work with.
Michael said, have you got any advice, you know? So I said, yeah. And I said, and you ought to think of getting into song publishing.
Michael Jackson. He was like the master of disguises. One day, and Mike says, listen, let's go watch this movie. I have something I want to show you. We got a friend that's going to be coming with us. I said, all right, no problem, cool. Someone comes, sits next to me. And I was like, okay, cool, to guess. So now it's been 20 minutes. I'm like, where the hell's Mike? Calling him like, bro, hurry up, we're going to miss the movie. His phone rings. And I look at him, he's like, I said, Mike, how the hell?
Me and Mike got a song together. He called me. He was like, hi, it's Michael. Well, first of all, my mom says that you look like someone in my family. We could be related. I have this particular track, and I want you to sing on it, and, you know, just do whatever you want to do. And that was a conversation with Snoop Dogg and Michael Jackson.
Music is a way of getting across to people. I don't know what I would do if there wasn't music.
He was fucking awesome. He was hilarious. He was sweet. He was charming, fucking funny. He liked prank calling people. He always, I can't do his voices because obviously he was good with his voice. How are you? And like, yeah, it's like, I'm good. Like, hi, you know, do you have any mattresses in your mattress store?
Michael was magical. And Michael had this ability to make people do anything he wanted them to do. And he'd get you doing a bunch of stuff that you don't want to do and stuff. And he'll pull you in. He got that charm. He'll pull you in. And I was like so excited to meet him again as an adult. I approached it without him. No, I ain't gonna let you get me. And he always used to say, you know, you're funny. We've got the same sense of humor because we're from Indiana.
Michael was the greatest entertainer ever and the biggest entertainer in the world, but he was the nicest guy in the world, man. And I would go to Neverland and I would say I liked something, he would give it to me.
I wanted to have a place that I could create everything that I never had as a child. There's a movie theater, you see rides, animals. I never got a chance to do those things.
practically do everything together, from morning till night.
It was nerve-wracking to actually dance for and with Michael. I don't normally go all out in rehearsals, dude. I was going all out. He was like, man, you really have a talent. That was one of the greatest compliments that I could ever get.
Nobody can replace that man. He's still the end-all be-all when it comes to entertainment. I could never be in his shoes. I can only like be inspired by him. But I'm also like honest with myself, like, hell no, you ain't fucking better than no Michael Jackson.
I've never really spoke publicly about Michael. We should all just kind of like chill because it's, you know, he may know something none of us really know.
Prince was in rehearsal for headlining the Montreux Jazz Festival in Switzerland. When the news comes that Michael has died, he immediately canceled rehearsal and locked himself in his bedroom for days.
To hear my mother say he's dead, I lost it. It couldn't be. It couldn't be.
He was great. He was you know, a very sweet person.
Yeah. I knew him from when he was a kid, and he had a great sense of humor. The only thing that I have to say, Sean, is I've never seen anybody work harder. Right. He was an absolute perfectionist. There was nobody like him. His passing is a loss for everybody.
I have so many good memories of spending time with him that I thought, this can't be true. Mike and I were very close. No one have I ever met quite like that young man. I spoke to him during the trial a lot. By that time, he had cut everybody, a lot of people off.
And so he got away from anyone who would correct him. I felt bad for him. I had no contact with him at that point, but it broke my heart. To hear that he was dead was a total shock.
He died too soon. Michael gave so much of himself to the world. As much as I know it's true, I can't believe it.
We were just lucky to have, you know, worked with him, period.
Yes.
There's nobody that can come near him.
Yeah. We were incredibly close. We had a lot of fun laughing. His silliness, his love.
Mm-hmm. Michael was somebody that trusted and believed in what he was about as a man, what he was about as an entertainer. He knew how special he was. You really don't find people like that anymore. My best memory of Michael is just how kind he was as a man.
He was phenomenal, and he gave us so much joy. But on the other side of that coin, we forgot sometimes to understand what it takes in order to do that.
The kickstarter of all that was Michael.
That feeling, that kind of like, you know, star, like, you know, shock of Michael Jackson.
From black or white to remember the time, Michael lives forever in every rhyme. The way you make me feel was real, with bad attitude and that magic appeal. Man in the mirror taught us to change. His voice and his spirit will never fade. Human nature, love, you are not alone. Wanna be starting, song still sets the tone. From Dirty Diana to Give In To Me, the king of pop's legacy's all we see.